The greatest enemies you will ever face are not on battlefields, nor in boardrooms, nor even in the dark alleys of the world. They live closer than your own shadow. They rise with you in the morning and follow you into sleep. These enemies cannot be defeated with fists or swords. They must be recognized, named, and transcended. Ancient masters whispered that the true war is not against the outer world, but against the illusions within. Doubt, fear, pride, laziness, distraction. These are the silent saboteurs of the soul. They don't scream. They whisper. They don't break down doors. They wait inside, patient. And unless you learn to see them for what they are, they rule your destiny unseen. The sages taught, the path to freedom begins with awareness. The courage to look within and say, here you are, and here I end your reign. The first of these inner enemies is doubt. It creeps in silently, like mist filling a valley. Doubt asks questions not to reveal truth, but to paralyze. What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? What if I'm not worthy? In small amounts, doubt can be useful, a reminder to check your steps. But when it grows unchecked, it strangles action before it begins. The sages of old compared doubt to a thief at the gates. It never fights openly. It simply convinces you to never step outside. Entire dreams die quietly at its hands. And yet, awareness dissolves its grip. When you see doubt not as a prophecy, but as a shadow, it loses power. You can speak to it. You are here, but you do not rule me. In this way, the first enemy is not destroyed, but disarmed, because doubt only thrives in silence and secrecy. When exposed, it vanishes like morning fog before the rising sun. The second inner enemy is fear. Unlike doubt, which whispers, fear shouts. It rises in the chest, tightening the breath, painting every path with danger. Fear says, do not move, stay small, stay safe. Yet the truth is that fear is rarely about the present moment. It is a projection, a shadow of what might happen, not what is happening. The sages taught that fear is like standing before a door you've never opened. Your mind imagines monsters, yet often behind the door is nothing more than silence or opportunity. To fight fear is futile. It feeds on resistance. Instead, breathe into it. Watch it. Name it. And as you do, you see fear for what it truly is. Energy, raw and neutral, waiting to be shaped. The warrior transforms fear into focus, the healer into compassion, the seeker into courage. Fear does not vanish, it becomes fuel. When embraced, fear is no longer an enemy but a teacher, showing where the edge of growth begins. If these 8 enemies live inside you, they will rule you. But if you face them, one breath, one choice, one action at a time, you reclaim your life. Now it's your turn. Don't just watch this, practice it. Begin today and see how quickly the chains fall away. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because the journey of mastering the self has only just begun. The third inner enemy is haste. Unlike fear, which freezes, haste pushes. It rushes the body, scatters the mind, and blinds the spirit. Haste whispers, if you don't move now, you'll be left behind. It tells you that life is slipping through your fingers, that others are ahead, that time is running out. But in truth, haste steals more time than it saves. The sages compared it to drinking from a river too fast. You swallow more air than water, leaving thirst unquenched. Haste creates mistakes, and mistakes create regret. The warrior's path is not speed, but timing. To move at the right moment is mastery. To rush blindly is defeat. Practice pausing. Breathe before you act. Let silence choose your step. You will see that life is not a race, but a rhythm, like the beating of the heart, like the rising of the sun. When you align with rhythm, progress is steady, effortless. Haste is the illusion that faster means further, but true distance is covered in presence. The fourth inner enemy is laziness, not the rest that restores, but the heaviness that drains. Laziness whispers, stay a little longer, delay a little more. It disguises itself as comfort, but slowly it chains the spirit. The body becomes soft, the will weak, the dreams distant. In Shaolin teaching, they say, the one who moves only when it is easy never moves far. True rest renews strength, but laziness robs it. It is a thief in disguise, stealing your mornings, your discipline, your destiny. To overcome it, you don't fight with force. You awaken with purpose. Set a small task and complete it. One push-up, one page, one breath of awareness. Momentum is the antidote. Like a spark that ignites a flame, small actions destroy the grip of inertia. The sages taught, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The lazy mind waits for motivation. The disciplined spirit moves, and motivation follows. Laziness is not conquered by thinking. It is conquered by doing. The fifth inner enemy is attachment. To cling is to suffer. When the mind says, I cannot live without this person, this possession, this status, the spirit becomes a prisoner. Attachment feels like love, but it is fear disguised. Fear of loss, fear of emptiness. The Shaolin masters taught, hold the bird too tightly and it dies. Hold it too loosely and it flies. True strength is the open hand. To overcome attachment, one must learn the art of letting go. This does not mean indifference, it means freedom. Love without chains, work without obsession, walk without clinging to the path. When you let go, you realize nothing truly leaves you. Every experience, every person, every lesson is already woven into your being. The river keeps flowing whether you grasp the water or not. Attachment tries to stop the river. Wisdom learns to flow with it. The enemy is not the world. It is your grip upon it. The sixth enemy is envy, the silent poison that eats away at the soul. Unlike fear, which warns us of danger, envy disguises itself as comparison. It whispers, why them, not me? Why is their path brighter than mine? In Shaolin teaching, envy is considered more dangerous than laziness, because laziness stops your movement, but envy corrupts your heart while you still walk. It drains energy, blinds vision, and ties you to the illusion that life is a competition. Ancient masters said, a jealous heart cannot see truth because it is too busy looking outward. The cure? Gratitude and practice. Each time envy arises, turn your gaze back to your own breath, your own path. Remember, the tree never envies the river, and the sun never envies the moon. When you honor your unique rhythm, envy dissolves into inspiration. What you see in others is only a mirror of what already lives within you. The seventh inner enemy is pride. Not the healthy pride of mastering a skill or honoring your effort, but the arrogance that blinds you. Pride whispers, you already know enough. You are above others. You no longer need to learn. This is the most dangerous illusion, because while other enemies attack from the outside, pride poisons you from within. The masters warned that pride is a prison built from your own achievements, walls so polished you don't see they are closing in. True strength is humble. A mountain does not boast its height, yet it touches the sky. Water does not claim power, yet it shapes stone. To overcome pride, you must remember that wisdom has no end. The path is infinite. The moment you think you have arrived, you stop walking. The moment you think you are greater, you have already fallen. Humility is not weakness. It is the space where growth can breathe. So, we've uncovered the 7 inner enemies: fear, doubt, anger, laziness, envy, hopelessness, and pride. Each of them lives not outside but within. And here is the truth. You will never truly defeat them because they are not strangers. They are parts of you. The real path is not destruction. It is awareness. To see fear and breathe through it. To meet doubt and walk anyway. To feel anger and let it pass without owning you. To move when laziness whispers. To rejoice when envy stirs. To rise when hopelessness weighs you down. And to bow when pride blinds you. Inner mastery is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming present, moment by moment. Remember, the greatest battles are fought in silence, not on the battlefield, but in the mind. And the warrior who sees clearly cannot be defeated. If your greatest enemy lives inside you, not outside, do you dare to name it out loud?